What's up, YouTube? It's your boy KJ, baby. I'm back with another video, back with another banger. And today we were reacting to the Dreamers Pro Show. Now he got a stat. You know, a lot of times we get into the GOAT debate when it comes to the NBA basketball players and whatnot, and what have you. But he got a stat about a particular player that might solidify him in your eyes. Now, if it does, that's your opinion. Now, I've already said this person is my GOAT. Now, that's respectfully, people disagree and people agree, and that's cool, because we all got opinions. That's what it's about. We all can feel a certain way about whoever we want. We got that freedom, right? So don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit that hype button if you're enjoying the content. And let's get right into this lit content, man. Let's go.
Michael Jordan GOAT debate ended over 2 decades ago. Here's an absolutely astonishing stat about Jordan's playoff record you will never hear on ESPN or anywhere else. MJ has only lost one playoff series in the playoffs when he played with at least one All-Star. Just one playoff series. Let that sink in for a second. Both Kobe Bryant and LeBron James have lost at least 8 playoff series when they play with at least one All-Star teammate or more. And a final aside, for those people wondering, no, Jordan cannot be the GOAT. There's no way he can be that much better than everybody else. From 1990 to 1998, Michael Jordan never lost more than 2 games in a row. That, my friends, is the definition of dominance. The Michael...
Dog, y'all heard that, right? Y'all heard those points. The cat never lost from 1990 to 98. He never lost more than 2 games in a row. We talking about an 9-year stint. You know what I mean? That's like a 9-year stint. No more 90 to 98. No more than 2 games in a row. That's dominant, cuz. That's dominant. Dominant or dominance, whichever one you want to say it is. The boy was cold.
It ended over 2 decades ago. Here's an absolutely astonishing stat about Jordan's playoff record you will never hear on ESPN or anywhere else. MJ has only lost one playoff series in the playoffs when he played with at least one All-Star. Just one playoff series. Let that sink in.
He lost one playoff series when he played with at least one All-Star. Wow. And y'all already know. Y'all done seen the books. I mean, the videos, the little snippets, the shorts, and everything about MJ. The dude was awesome. And I know you can't keep dwelling on the past. If we talked about MJ all the time, where would there be room to talk about the players of now, the players of the present, the ones that came after him? You know, you have to like set them aside to be able to bask in the ambience of the players of now, or the ones that are shortly after him, you know, to give other people time to shine. So I understand that, because it is a business. And all the other players that came out, that were part of the business, Nike, Adidas, these players had contract, and everybody has to be talked about and, advertised in order to get said invested monies back, right? So I understand that. But when you talk about a dominant player, dog, you got to mention MJ. You got to mention. I mean, it ain't nowhere around it. It ain't nowhere around it. And then when you dive into MJ, the story gets deeper. You got to dive into the bad boys of Detroit. You got to dive into the Larry Birds, the Magic Johnsons, the people that helped shape, you know, he was a great player when he came in, but you got to dive into the people that helped shape him into the megastar that he is today. I mean, you just can't overlook that. You can't overlook where the iron was sharpening the iron, right? So when it came time, when the time got right, he came through. Him and his crew came through, and we cannot deny that. Cannot deny that for nothing.
For a second, both Kobe Bryant and LeBron James have lost at least 8 playoff series when they play with at least one All-Star teammate or more.
Okay, Kobe Bryant. and LeBron. These are like Nicki Minaj said, y'all is my sons. Kobe Bryant and LeBron James, y'all is my sons. You feel me? When it comes to Jordan. Jordan inspired both of them to be who they are today. So much that Kobe Bryant emulated his whole style of balling. I mean, it's like it's like when you go to Fortnite and you put on a skin, it's like he put on a Jordan skin. Now, in the process of picking up everything and learning from Jordan, he wanted to be better. Quite naturally. Every child wants to be better than their sensei, right? So he went 24 instead of 23. He wanted to one up Jordan. You know, I'm 20. I'm gonna go with the 24. I'm gonna show you what I am. You know what I'm saying? That's the type, that killing mentality that he had. Now, LeBron say he's better than Jordan. So he thinks. But it doesn't show in playoff. It doesn't show in rings. It doesn't show in clutch moments. You know what I mean? But he's wore the number 23. The whole reason you picked up a basketball was because of Michael Jordan. So neither one of those sons really outdid Dad. If I'm doing the math. If I'm doing the math, they never outdid Dad. You feel me? Never ever outdid Dad. Kobe was coming, but his body was shot after 20 years. He wasn't going to reach there. But 5 rings was pretty good. And to do rings again after Shaq left was great. LeBron probably going to have the best statistic career ever. But to just say you eclipse Michael Jordan, no. And look how many more years you had. You had to play almost 10 more years to kind of catch up with the accolades of MJ. No, it's a great analytic, great career. But it doesn't surpass MJ's, not in my eyes. Especially when I know MJ inspired y'all to do what you do. And same way, I guess that kind of, people might argue with me about that because others that inspired MJ. So I get that. But I'm just speaking on the terms of those two that we always talk about eclipsing. Since my lifespan, those two eclipsing Jordan, it just ain't happening in my eyesight. You feel me? Not in my lifetime. Not the way I see it. When I do the math, MJ still won. I would actually go MJ 1, Bird 2. And some people go Bird 1, MJ 2. So you see what I'm saying? They don't measure up to that in my eyes.
And a final aside, for those people wondering, no, Jordan cannot be the GOAT. There's no way he can be that much better than everybody else. From 1990 to 1998, Michael Jordan never lost more than 2 games in a row. That, my friends, is the definition of dominance.
Now, Charles was dropping some bars on this one. Dreamers, shout out to Dreamers Pro Show on this one. This is a nice stat. And I'm just saying 9 years. We talking about 9 years. That's 9 of them things, right? 9. That I laced them shoes up and I went to the court and I never lost more than 2 games in a row. Never. And y'all know Jordan wasn't one of them players that like would sandbag and watch people play. No, he was, if he was playing, he was involved in the game. Very much so involved in the game. So that's one too. The load management and all that stuff, it wasn't no thing. The boy got in the gym and he played 2-way. Some of these players are only playing 1 way and they still on load management. Like they're only playing one side of the game and they're on load management. I'm not knocking them. I understand. But at the same time, we talking about a player that played both ways and he only lost no more than 2 games in 9 years. That's just a different level of competitiveness, dominance, and everything across the board. Like you got to tell yourself, I'm not. And get the job done. So, if y'all like what you saw today, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit that hype button. Jump in those comments and let me know what you think. Hey, yay, nay, whatever. It don't matter. Just get in there and voice your opinion. It's all good. Some people be cutting me down there in the comments, and that's cool. You know what I mean? If you're in your feelings about something I said, that's all good. Put it in the comments. I don't care. And you don't pay my bills. I don't pay yours. So, hey, we just stating opinions. But yeah, I'm catch you. This your boy KJ. I'm catching you next. Peace.